What's up, vinyl community? It's your boy Chris coming at you live as always from the man cave. It's been about a week since I made a video, and the last time you guys saw me, I was handing out contest winnings, or announcing contest winners for my 500 subscribers. Jump on contest. So to Chris Has the Spins, to Vinyl Talk with Tavis, and to Beth at B-Side Records. I'm currently working on getting all your stuff together, and I would say that your packages and winnings should be going out within the next week or so. Yeah, I'm going to say within the next week. And I will definitely, make it known to all of you guys, probably even announce it on a video when all this stuff is going out to you guys. So keep your eyes glued, keep your eyes on the post. I'll let you all know. It won't be a mystery to you. I've got everything that I need, and I've got everything in mind that I want to send to you guys. Is Beth in particular. As soon as I drew your name, I already knew what I wanted to send you. Anyway, so last week, a few days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, last Tuesday, yeah, so about almost a week ago, epic VC meeting, Vinyl Community YouTube meeting, set up by my boy Bill at the Vinylverse. Cheers, Bill, the Vinylverse. Cheers, my friend. Thank you so much to you. You're a great guy. You're just as advertised. I could, I'd heard you were a nice guy. I could always tell you were a nice guy from your videos, from our correspondence. I could tell you were a nice guy. And then I meet you, and you're even better than advertised. Bill was in Charlotte, North Carolina for business, and had hit up some of us local Charlotte or area guys for a good old fashioned dig, and proud recipients of Bill's epic generosity or myself, David at local bandography, excuse me, Dillon at Noble Records, and John at the Digital Gramophone. All of us ascended upon Charlotte, North Carolina for the night at the amazing and my favorite record store, Lunchbox Records, in awesome and beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, for a great dig, and it was a great night. Come home with a couple of great records from there. Come home with, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I went looking through the new arrivals and wasn't blown away. I went to the holy shit wall and wasn't blown away. Went to the cabinet, right there at the counter, wasn't blown away. It's one of those things that it's harder to impress. The more records you get, the harder it is to impress someone. And that's just kind of where I've been for the longest amount of time. And then I go through, the A through, Z for the rock section or whatever, and I found a few that I would, have been meaning to replace in my classic rock collection that I had sold last year when things got rough, or that I, traded for jazz and the prices were just too high for me. So I passed. I'm like, I'll see them again, and I'll probably see them again for cheaper. So then I go to, okay, I've been meaning to pick up this. The Duran Jones and the Indications, American Love Call, on orange vinyl, limited edition, for the longest time, ever since it came out, really. And because I'm a big fan of their debut album, and I actually haven't heard a single note off of this, honestly, because the first time I heard it, I wanted it to be on vinyl. So I haven't heard anything off of it. As you can see, I haven't even popped the plastic. I've been busy. I'll explain that to you guys in a minute. But it's awesome. I'm sure it's got to be awesome. Everything I've heard about it says that it's awesome. All of the guys that I was with that night are like, yeah, man, you got to grab that. That's an awesome record. And, for $18.99, I couldn't pass. And I had been, my MO with new releases, when I go to a record store, I'm always looking for the used stuff. And if I go, I never want to come back from a record store empty-handed. So if I go and I don't find anything at all in the used or the holy shit wall or anything like that, then my MO is like, okay, what's come out lately that I'd like to have? And this is one of those nights where it lined up perfectly for me to finally grab this Duran Jones and the Indications American Love Call, which has been sitting in here in the man cave for about 5 days. Still sealed because I haven't even had 30 spare. Yeah, I hadn't had 10 spare minutes to listen to music. It's been hectic. But I went ahead and grabbed that. And I'm glad that I did. Great record. I am sure. And next up, it's a jazz record that is going to shock you guys, but I don't have at all. I don't have an original pressing of. I don't have it all, and I know that always shocks everybody. But believe it or not, I don't own every jazz album ever released in original pressing format. I know. I should though. That's something I should have. So, I've been hearing Blue Note 5 years ago. Did the Blue Note 75th anniversary reissues. And I bought a couple. And to be completely honest with you, they're okay. They're all right. They're fine. I come to find that a lot of them were kind of scuffed even out of the original packaging. Like you pop the plastic and it's already, kind of got scuffs and stuff on the inside and dust. And it's like never a good sign. They were cheap. That's what was good about them. And I wanted to give them a chance. I wanted to support them because it's my favorite record label in the history of music. But it's like, okay, all right, no more Blue Note reissues because the 75ths just kind of let me down. I only bought a few. And then I think I only have one left because I replaced the other couple with originals. But the Blue Note 80th, they announced the Blue Note 80th anniversary, reissue line, either early this year or late last year. And hey, and all I'd heard was that it was analog and it was supposed to be way better quality on the pressing and whatnot. So I've read a lot of reviews. I got a lot of friends that I trust, that I know records, that I know sound, that I know quality, have told me, man, these are substantially better and the price is round about the same as the 75s. So I was like, okay. So after I grabbed my Duran Jones, I'm like, okay, I don't want that to be the only record I grab here at the store. So I'll walk over to the jazz section and look through the used, and what's decent I already have. And there was nothing overwhelming. So I'll go through the newer stuff, the new releases. And I come upon this introducing Johnny Griffin. Blue Note, 80th anniversary reissue. And as you guys can tell, the plastic has not been popped on it yet. So I can't give you my opinion on it just yet, but I can definitively tell you that this is a placeholder. As you guys know about your boy, it's a placeholder. I will listen to it. I hope I will love it. I hope it will hold me up well for a while. And as soon as I find my original, I will Tonto jump on selling this to one of you guys. Steve Carlson. You've got my last couple, buddy. You might as well keep the streak going. But in the meantime, I'm hoping I love this. I've heard great things about it. I got a couple of buddies who have this exact same pressing, says that they love it. And it's especially great for the price, which would, if from my particular record store, Lunchbox Records, was $23.99. So we'll see. But I was happy to pull home. Not very often I go to a record store and buy 2 brand new records, but I did. So from there, my boy David, Local Bandography, was the very first person to let me know about Tip Top Daily Market in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is a basically one-stop shop. In that you go there, they got a food truck on site every day of the week, all day, every day, if you will. You go inside and they got beer to go. They got a $2 beer cooler while you're there. They got beer on tap. If you go on Mondays, they got half off draft beer, and they've got records, and they've got a lot of them. And they have DJ nights on Tuesday nights. My boy David, Local Bandography, obviously participates in that sometimes. Often, actually. I'm still yet to make that out to you, buddy, but I will make it out to see that. I will. Still an hour south of you, so it's tough on a Tuesday night, but I will make it out to support my boy. So we go there. Me, David, Bill, John, my boy Josh, my friend of mine that went with me. Take Me to Birch on not a member of the YouTube community just yet. We're working on that, but he is on Instagram at Take Me to Birch. So I go there. I look. You know, we have I grabbed myself a couple of tacos to have off the food truck. Great. Grab myself a couple of beers to have. Great. I go digging and I find a bunch of great stuff. Unfortunately for me, most of it's all stuff that I have. And but I was able to find my boy Bill at the Vinyl Verse a couple of records. That as soon as I grabbed them, I'm like, okay, I know these are great. I have them. Bill needs these. These are great prices. And he's over there having, you know, conversations with John and David. And I'm like, I hope Bill wants these. Bill needs these. And Bill ends up grabbing them. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what records they are because I don't want to ruin my boy Bill's video. And I have a feeling that a lot of you guys who subscribe to me probably subscribe to Bill and vice versa. So, no use in ruining it for you guys. I'll let Bill tell you what they were. Hint, jazz. Of course. So after I go through the new arrivals and then I go through the jazz and I find Bill a couple of great jazz heaters, I'm like, okay, I'll just go A through Z, you know, through classic rock and on and so forth. And as I go through, I find an album I'd actually never owned in original format, or, you know, I don't think in any format, but it's The Velvet Underground's White Light, White Heat. Great condition, sleeves in great condition. No splits, no shoes, no problems. Beautiful blue Verve label, great condition. Haven't had a chance to throw it on yet. Don't know how it plays, but it looks like it plays great. Apparently, once upon a time, a gentleman by the name of Chip Hunter owned it, as he saw forth to stamp his name on the back of the album. I'd zoom in, but I don't think you guys will be able to see it. Yeah, thanks, Chip, for your record. I appreciate it. I'm not going to stamp my name. I'm just going to, I don't know, keep it. But, hey, appreciate it, buddy. Cheers to you. I've never actually owned this album at all. I've owned the Banana album reissues. I've never owned the very first ever. And I owned Loaded, a reissue, which ended up getting traded for Jazz last year. So as of right now, this would be my only Velvet Underground album. So I've had several again, but hey, I'll let you guys know what it sounds like in another video. So, great night. Great night. Bill, I can't thank you enough for setting this all up. Bill at the Vinyl Verse, if you guys don't follow him, jump on. Subscribe to him. He's a great guy. Great stories, great knowledge about music. And also follow my boy David at the Local Manography. Follow my boy John at the Digital Gramophone. Follow my boy Dillon at Noble Records. Yeah, follow all these guys. They're all wonderful. They're all awesome. It was a great night. And Bill has informed me that he comes to my little neck of the woods about once a year. So hopefully at least once a year we can set the same situation up. Hopefully. And so thank you to Bill, Dillon, John, David. I think I mentioned everybody. Yeah, I think so. And thank you to beautiful and amazing Lunchbox Records and Tip Top Deli Market in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was a great night. Truly great night.